healthier fried fish tacos with food truck quality flavor? Yep, and it's all thanks to our handy dandy air fryer. Hey there, I'm Lena Brazil and you are watching Evolving Table, where we make good food that's also good for you. Like these air fryer fish tacos with a crispy cornmeal coating, crunchy cilantro lime slaw, and a tangy lime crema to drizzle on top. So let's go ahead and jump straight in and start cooking these up. The best type of fish to use when making crispy fish tacos at home is a firm, white, and mildly flavored fish. Cod and sole are my personal preference since they have a slightly buttery flavor and are more affordable than other varieties such as mahi-mahi or halibut. Once you've selected your fish, cut 1.5 pounds of it into smaller 1-inch wide by 3-inch long strips. It's okay if they're not all exactly this shape, but try to make them as similar in size as possible for the most even air frying. Next, grab a medium-sized shallow bowl and add half a cup of flour. A gluten-free 1-to-1 blend is what I'm using here today. Half a cup of cornmeal. A fine to medium grit is preferred. If you've ever been to a fish fry here in the South, then chances are they used cornmeal in the coating. It really gives the fish a uniquely crunchy texture that you just can't find with any other ingredient. Next up, we're going to be adding in those seasonings. We'll first start with 2 teaspoons of a Cajun or blackened seasoning. Old Bay may also be used for a milder fish. 1 teaspoon of paprika, half a teaspoon of garlic powder, 3/4 to 1 teaspoon of salt to taste, and 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper. Mix ingredients until well combined. In a separate large bowl, whisk together 1/4 cup of mayonnaise and 1 tablespoon of lemon juice. A little bit of mayo makes a great binder for the coating to really stick to our fish. Plus, it's going to give them an incredible flavor. Now that we've got our binder mixed up and our crust, it's time to start coating the fish. Place the fish strips into the mayonnaise mixture and toss until they're completely covered. Remove the strips from the mayonnaise, making sure to let any excess drip off. Dip each strip into the cornmeal mixture, pressing it in on all sides. Repeat this until all of the strips are completely coated. If you have a thicker fillet, you might end up with a little bit of cornmeal coating left. Place the fish into a 6-quart air fryer basket in a single layer. Depending on the size of your fish strips, you may need to do this in 2 batches. And then spray them lightly with nonstick cooking spray. Cook the fish at 400 degrees for 8 to 10 minutes. Halfway through cooking, carefully flip them over and then spray with additional nonstick cooking spray. While the fish finishes up cooking, we'll quickly whip up that cilantro slaw and the lime crema. I'm making my slaw really simple today by starting off with a bag of the pre-made coleslaw mix. If you want, you can also thinly slice 4 cups of red or green cabbage and grate 1 medium-sized carrot instead. Add a 14-ounce bag of coleslaw mix to a large bowl, along with 1/4 cup of thinly sliced and chopped red onion, 1 small jalapeno that has been seeded and finely chopped. This is optional and can be left out if you don't want any spice. 1/4 cup of finely chopped cilantro, the juice of 1 lime, and half a teaspoon of salt to taste. Toss ingredients until just combined and refrigerate until ready to use. And now for the lime crema. It sounds super fancy, but y'all, it's literally only 3 ingredients. Okay, well, I guess 4 if you want to count the salt. The most authentic way to make it is to use what's called a Mexican crema. Sour cream can be substituted if you have a hard time finding it though. The only real difference is that the Mexican crema has a slightly higher fat content than sour cream, but they both taste super similar. You can also use a plant-based sour cream if you're vegan or dairy-free. And this one is the bomb. So go ahead and grab a medium-sized bowl and add 1 cup of Mexican crema or sour cream, the juice of 1 lime, 1 teaspoon of lime zest, and don't forget, it's always best if you zest the lime before you juice it, 1 clove of crushed garlic, and 1/4 teaspoon of salt to taste. Whisk together until smooth and well combined. Ah, just in time. Let's go ahead and load these bad boys up. You can either toast your corn tortillas in a skillet with a bit of oil, warm them up over an open gas flame, or even toss them in your air fryer for a minute or 2. And then add the air fried fish. I like to break mine into pieces so there's a little bit of fish in every bite, along with a few avocado slices, the cilantro slaw, lime crema, and a sprinkle of additional cilantro. Oh, another bite. Oh my gosh, they're so good. And if you want a few more easy dinner ideas, make sure you check out these other healthy air fryer recipes. Thanks so much for hanging out. I'll see you in the next one.